Hey everybody, it's Paul Ramsey, and I'm joined by Karen Paolino Correia, who is presenting several sessions she's a very hardworking woman at this year's 2017 NGH convention. Now, we've got them both up here so you can sort of see, because they're related, right? She's doing Guidance from Your Soul as a 1-hour seminar on Friday, August 11th at 1 p.m. If you go to that and you think, gosh, this is fantastic, I want to learn more, Karen's doing a 2-day soul entrainment certification workshop on August 14th and 15th, which is actually officially the convention is done then, but they do these post-convention workshops. And so she's doing one of those. So you've got two things to choose from here, and that's what we're going to talk about, because generally they're sort of the same topic. But anyway, how are you, Karen?
Great. Excited to share with everyone.
Oh, so glad you're here. Hey, we have never had a chance to chat before, so I want to learn a little bit more about you. How did you get into hypnotism?
So I got into hypnotism through my own healing journey. I went through thyroid cancer 21 years ago, and I really had probably my first intuitive guidance back then that I had to heal more than just the physical radiation treatment and surgery, that I needed to heal on all levels. So I kind of started meditation classes. I started to go to the bookstore and go to the healing section, and Brian Weiss's book fell off the shelf, Many Lives, Many Masters. And I thought, okay, I guess I'm supposed to read this. I have no idea what past life is about. And then really I started to connect with my own soul for guidance, healing. And it was a desire that I just said every day, I want to see into my soul. Why am I here? What is my purpose? I want to see into my soul. I'd walk by another person and I'd say, I want to see into their soul. And so through that curiosity and inquiry, things started to happen. Matter of fact, I got into hypnosis because I was actually doing the soul connection before I got into hypnosis and playing with it with other people. Been given a technique in my meditations to connect with the soul. And somebody said, Karen, you know what? You're kind of doing hypnosis. Why don't you get certified and you can go under the umbrella of hypnosis and actually do this with people.
Right.
So that's how it all started.
Very cool. So tell me, first of all, about Guidance from Your Soul. So you've got a 1-hour seminar, and the core of that seminar is what?
Well, I really teach through experience, and I like experiential workshops. So first I talk about the soul, because your soul knows everything about you, past, present, and future. Your soul knows always how to guide you to your highest and greatest good, if it's healing, if it's clarity, if it's wisdom. And so I'll talk about the soul and how this all came to be, but then I'll take everybody on a journey. I'll use the induction that I use for the soul entrainment and pretty much take them to that higher level of consciousness where I begin to ask them in hypnosis questions to ask their soul for guidance, for healing. You know, why has your soul brought you to this point, and why are you at the convention? Why have you been drawn to this work? And different questions. It really is in the moment, because I connect to the group energy and work on a group level and actually connect with the soul energy of the group to let the questions come through. So it's very much talking about the soul entrainment as a work and as doing it as a hypnotist, but also then experiential journey.
Sure.
And it flybys like that.
I bet if you're working with everybody like that. Yeah. Okay. So important, you guys, those of you who find this video, who find this interview, very key is, so if you go to the 1 hour, we're talking live experiential demonstration of what Karen does with people. She's going to do it for everyone in the room, and you'd get to experience that at the 1 hour seminar. Now, if we go big, much bigger commitment, we go to a 2-day certification process. Tell me about that, Karen.
So the 2 days really, I mean, I have students and clients that are not hypnotists that take the course. I usually get half hypnotists and half people that have their own holistic practice or they want to help people. But basically the 2-day training is really, again, it's teaching and experiential, but how do you work with a client? Because my whole hypnosis practice is really narrowed down to working with soul entrainment for any issue that a client brings in. It could be weight loss, it could be fears, phobias, it could be, why am I here? What is my purpose? Why do I keep repeating these patterns? So
Yeah.
basically the 2-day training is teaching people how to use an induction to help people connect to the soul level, and then how to work on the soul level. So you have to discern the difference between the language of the soul and the language of the ego or the personality. So we talk a lot about that. How do you formulate questions? How do you use certain techniques? I have all different kind of techniques to move people through healing. But the miracle about this work is you as a practitioner are going to witness miracles. I mean, people get a lot done in a short period of time. And so when you work on the soul level, the soul knows the answers. You just got to approach it by asking questions in a direct way. Like, for example, ask your soul this. Ask your soul, why is this important? Ask your soul, how can you heal today? And the soul knows. So through the way I help people go deep into hypnosis, and then how I help them access the soul, the combination of everything really helps them work with the pure essence of the soul, which is more powerful than we could ever imagine, to bring clarity, wisdom, healing to the client. But the best thing is you witness miracles as a practitioner, and you work on your own soul level with another soul, and you realize people that come for soul sessions, they realize they have a connection to their soul after they leave, and they can continue that guidance and wisdom, and healing with their soul even after they leave. But it's a full 2 days. You're going to practice with clients. You're going to learn different techniques. You're going to do experientials yourself. So people are, I'll try and post a picture of everybody that has done it over the past 3 years, but people leave so connected but excited about what they're going to share with other people.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful work. It's really beautiful work.
How do you differentiate between working with the soul as a practitioner and working with the subconscious? Because sometimes in your language patterns, it almost seems like you could just I'm like, so are you really just saying subconscious? But you're not, you're saying soul. Like tell me more about that.
Well, the soul is the highest aspect of who you are. The soul knows love, how to come to peace, why you're here in this lifetime. So the soul actually, through the language and the direction that you go in sessions, it accesses the subconscious to bring forth what's unresolved or what still needs healing. And anything you heal on a soul level from past, it merges with present and future. It's like it's done. So it really is the higher wisdom of who we are. We're actually a soul in this human experience, but we forgot.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually connecting with our true essence, our true self, and we're realizing we have the wisdom, we have the healing to transform ourselves from the inside out. And so that's, when I came to this work, that's how I healed. That's how I figured out, why am I here, and why did I stay after cancer? Like, what is my purpose? Why? And those questions, I went to my soul and I started to hear the answer. Now think about, if you have a hypnotist or a coach or a practitioner helping you connect and discern, because the biggest trick is how to discern what's the language of the soul and the subconscious or the ego or the personality,
Mm-hmm.
and redirecting the client when they're back in their self, their small self, back to the soul, so they can really get to the healing. And
Yeah.
it happens. It's like a dance, but some people go immediately and they're connected. Some people go back and forth.
Cool.
So
Cool.
it's
That's a
power.
good clarification. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's helpful. Very cool. All right. If people want to learn more about you, what's a good way for them to do that?
So they can go to the website createheaven.com, and all my work is on the website, but you can go to the certifications for the soul entrainment. There's testimonials there. There's a 1-hour teleseminar that they can hear. There's all the on the calendar, the events that I'm doing at the convention. So yeah, I highly recommend going to the website. You'll learn more. There's an outline of the class, and there's all the detail. And plus the NGH website too, ngh.net is correct. They have a full class syllabus that people can access, and that's where you sign up for the soul entrainment
Right.
certification and the convention itself. I highly recommend the convention. It's like you just learn so much, hypnotists or not hypnotists. There's so much to benefit from.
It's true. It's true. Karen, thanks for making this time for me.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you in August.
All right.